Hey everyone, so is the iPad 9 still worth buying here in 2023? And of course, in my opinion, yes it is. This is still a very quick device that can play games in very high graphics and have really no issues. So one we have here is just your base version, 64 gigs of storage, 3 gigabytes of RAM, and it is rocking the A13 processor. So this is basically the 2020 iPhone SE in a bigger package. So this is, like I said, a very nice, fast device. To me, it is still very good looking. That is, of course, controversial. But to me, I actually really like the way the old iPads still look. I love how you still have the button down here. And then it is super duper thin, where the new ones are a little bit thicker. And then you still have the nice looking back of it. To me, it just looks, like, when you see this, people know it's an iPad. I just absolutely love the way it looks and how super thin it is. Still have your headphone jack there as well. You got your power button here. You have your volume rocker there. Bottom we have dual speakers. One thing the new ones that have, in my opinion, are better is the way they have their speaker placement. They still only have 2 speakers on the iPad 10, but it's one on either side. Where here you're stuck with both of them on the same side. You have your lightning adapter there. And then you have your keyboard attachment there. And then of course the back has a OK camera. So like I said, this thing is super duper fast, and to me it is still good looking. So we'll just go ahead, we'll just do a few speed tests here. You guys can decide for yourself if you think this is fast enough for you. So just hooked up to my home Wi-Fi. Nothing's been deleted. I did not delete any histories because people do not do that. Every time you get off of the internet, unless you're looking up things you do not want other people to see you looking up. Let's go ahead, we'll hit the Apple here. I mean, this thing is blazingly fast. And of course, new ones will be even a little bit faster. Or you get like the iPad Pros, they'll be even crazier faster. It's just crazy to think like this thing is not the fastest iPad or tablet you can buy. And it is very fast. Go ahead, we'll hit the different color here. And that is the iPad Air, which is now actually on sale here in the US for $500, which is a pretty good deal. Speaking of pricing, this is $330, but I've seen them go on sale now since the new one came out, down to $250 here in the US, which is crazy. If you can get this thing for $250 brand new, it is a steal of a deal. Of course, we can hit the different little icons, but you guys can see everything loads in nice and fast. Once I can hit. All right, then we'll go to like Apple with the new MacBooks out. It works very well. Do one more website here. One thing that does annoy me about iPads in general, and that's any iPad I've ever used, is that clicking. You'll be having nice little clicks, and then all of a sudden it'll do like that one loud click, or just the clicking won't make any sound at all for a moment, and then it'll make a big loud click or something. The clicking always just seems weird. But Monster Hunter just came out yesterday, the 20th of January, for PS5, PS4, Xbox. So if you guys are into this game, I highly recommend picking it up. There we go. Like I said, you don't have no issues loading in any website. We'll go into we'll just go into Roblox here. Make sure volume is down because they're bad. See, it loads in super duper fast. Go into Royal High, which is a more of a graphically intensive game for Roblox at least. And see max graphics. This is what I've been using for my gaming channel for using Roblox. I can easily record videos in max graphics. and have no issues, even with recording at the same time, internal recording. Let's see how fast that loads in. So I mean, yes, there are of course cheaper options out there, including older versions of this. I'm sure you can find used. You can get yourself like an Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus that is $180 when on sale. But this is definitely a different league than those tablets are going to be. This is still like their budget tablet, so to speak. You can get messages on here too. iMessages on here, as you just saw there. But you can get. That's why I lost my train of thought. Let's see, we'll leave this since they're doing that weird thing. But you guys can see there, it loads in just fine. Going like Animal Simulator here. Yeah, so you can get cheaper budget tablets. But this is Apple's budget tablet. And I guess you could say in a way the iPad 10 is now their budget tablet in a way. But this thing is going to be the best budget tablet out there, especially at $250 here in the US. If you can find one for that when they go on sale, this is going to blow any other type of budget tablet out of the water. So like Samsung Tab A8, the S6 Lite, the Amazon Fire tablets, any of the Walmart tablets, the on-brand tablets, this thing is just going to blow them away. Again, when you see like 3 gigabytes of RAM, that's not a whole lot. Even the Amazons can come with 4 gigs. But this does it very well. I mean, you can multitask on here just fine with that. You guys can see playing at least Roblox and max graphics. I mean, I've done PUBG and pretty much the max graphics they can do. That's available currently for iOS. It has no issues with. It can just play games, no problem. You can surf the internet, no problem. I mean, now, I don't do video editing or anything like that on iPads, but I'm sure it'd have no problems at all with it. I mean, you're not going to have issues with this device. And of course, if you do want to get a better iPad, you can spend a bit more money. It's like the iPad Air there is on sale for $500, so double the price of this. But that, I believe you do get the M1 processor. Going on to offer up here. We can go into Google Sheets. And yes, it is a fingerprint magnet, but the fingerprints do come off this thing pretty easily here. Of course, I'm not going to have issues with anything like this. So, I mean, for school, this thing would be amazing. Of course, you have Apple's own pages and numbers and Keynote, or you can use Google stuff, where you can get the Office, you can get whatever you want off of the App Store. It works very well. Anything's gonna work just fine on here. This thing would be good. It's 10.2 inches, so it is a decent sized screen as well. And of course, with their aspect ratio too, having it either way works very well. I don't have any issues with seeing what's on your screen. So again, is this thing worth buying in 2023? Of course it is. Even for $330, I still think it's worth it. Get it on sale for $250 here in the US. It is more than worth it. This is a really good device, especially at $250. This is probably my favorite tablet. This and then my S7 Plus from Samsung. I like that thing because it's a little bit bigger, but this and that are about the same on speed, which is crazy. That was over $1,000 when it was new. So you guys don't even know what you think though. Yes, this is very much worth it. And one thing too, before we end this video, I did want to show, it's been like this for a little bit now, but if we go into like YouTube, it used to be you'd have the gigantic black bars, whereas now you still do have those black bars when it's big, but you can now zoom in, make it full, which is very, very good. I do lose quite a bit of what you would see otherwise, but you can have it either way now. Where it used to be, you were just stuck with these big black bars. So it's just something nice that they have updated finally. You guys let me know what you think. As always, I really do appreciate you. yes, the iPad 9 is still worth buying, especially for $250 compared to I think $450. If it's on sale compared to $450 for the iPad 10. To me, this is definitely a good buy. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.